Hi travelers, Tara here, HiddenLotus Tarot, and I'm going to come to you today with a quick reading. As you can see, I already have the cards out. I'm a bit pressed for time today. I have unexpectedly a lot of work that has come in. So anyway, we are moving towards our full moon in Gemini on the 14th. Now know that whenever we have a full moon, it opposes the sun, okay? So the sun should be, I think, in Sagittarius, and the moon will be in Gemini. So these are our oppositions. I have posted up an article uh, by Dr. Ann Reith. If you click on her name, it'll take you over to her website. She's based in California, so some of you who are in California might be interested in. She teaches classes, she has services, they do work. So you can go over to the website, and it's entitled The Full Moon in Gemini, and read her interpretation of what could possibly be going on there uh, this full moon cycle. We also know that on the 19th, Mercury will actually go into retrograde, and it's going to be there for the next 3 weeks. But also at the December 29th, we're going to have Uranus go direct. He will be stationing direct. I don't know. I think sometime soon after the Mercury retrograde actually begins. Now, Mercury, Mercury rules thoughts, communications across all mediums. So this could be emails, documents, fax machines, text messages, um, any the spoken word, the written word, any type of communications. He also rules travel. So this will be, by plane, by train, by automobile, by boat. But he can also bring about some bad weather. And as we can see, we're having some really, really bad weather occurring up in the northern half of the United States. For those of you who live in other countries, you may be seeing some, particularly with the Uranus stationing direct and going direct. Uranus rules lightning, storms, electrifying events, sudden changes. So I think this is going to be kind of like a wild ride, because we have this, Uranus is also about liberation and freedom. It is also rules the word no. Sometimes it is Aquarius. This could be about rejection in some way, shape, or form. And so I kind of think that whatever, may be coming up in whatever area, maybe the thing is to just kind of hang on, because with the Mercury retrograde, we may be wanting to move forward, and situations will present themselves where suddenly we can see our way clear. But then because we're not getting, we're waiting on news, or we haven't heard, or something is missing, the weather may be bad, we may not be able to travel, we're going to kind of have to maybe figure out a plan B, C, or D. I already have the cards down, and I'm using the Venus today. And it's kind of like a play on, I don't know, the reading I just did the other day, where I was looking at what appears to be some type of legal issue coming up. But the thing is we know that we have Jupiter in Libra, and Libra rules partnerships, right? So this could be business partnerships, familial partnerships, romantic partnerships, but also Libra rules the 7th house. So if this is not about your partner, then this is most definitely about your enemy, okay, or your rival. And I think that there's going to be, between, let's say, 2017 to 2018, there's going to be some reshuffling in terms of partnerships, because we're looking at the balance. Some of us may be finding partnerships in which we can find the exact balance that we need. Other of us may be leaving because we cannot find that balance. But this can also create other issues. So who was once your friend and partner can become your enemy, and who is now, what's that? Keep your friends closer, but your enemies, no, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It could be one of those situations. And let me show you the cards that I have down. I have the visit, the consultant, impediment, the gamblers, tenderness, the lawyer, chattering, a lot of money, and the soldier. The overall energy is this angry woman. Okay, now what's interesting is that if I'm just looking at the inserts here, this is going to be your King of Swords, this is going to be your Queen of Swords. So in one way, shape, or form, this tells me that this is some kind of partnership. Now, right in the center, I have tenderness, and we can say she represents the Queen of Cups. But we can also say, if we're going to compare it to the Sibilas, this would be perhaps the same as the Donna Maritata. If it is not the mother with children or the attraction to a married woman, it is about someone who is in a nurturing capacity. That is our focus in the center here. Now, in the top, I'm looking at the visit. And obviously, there's either some, in the past, we're reading past, present, future, past, present, and future, the interplay of the cards. And what we're looking at, indeed, is some kind of trip or visit. This is either the starting energy or the energy that has just passed. Interestingly, this would represent the King of Cups. And she would represent, as I say, the Queen of Cups. So this could even be two couples, okay? It could be one couple, different aspects, or two couples, two separate couples. We have this consultant who sits at the top here. And the consultant is, in a sense, she's going to be kind of like the confidant in the other deck. This is someone who has some type of ability or skill, perhaps in negotiations. Also someone who's going to be perhaps a specialist within their field, but having some kind of knowledge. I'm not exactly sure if what I'm looking at here is that either there has been someone consulted, a visit by a consultant has been had, or someone has gone to a particular consultant concerning some manner. But what we see is an impediment. We see that there's a stop on the action here. Okay, that's the impediment. So there's a block here. I move down to this, the gamblers, and this could in effect be the Two of Swords. So to me, this is, what is gambling if it's not taking a risk? And you really are kind of going blind and not exactly knowing how it's going to play out. Perhaps this chattering card could be, maybe bandying some ideas about with someone, but I'm kind of picking up that it's like gossip. That's, just with the picture alone, it's gossiping. And maybe that there is, and as we can see up here in the corner, there's a bird that's like trapped. Birds always speak to communications. So this could really be some type of negative communication or gossip, something going on behind your back, having to do with whatever risk that you took with this visit or this trip, this invitation, we shall say. Now, the tenderness in the center is this a risk based upon true love and affection, or is it a risk in finances? And it could be both. And I say this because underneath this row, the consultant, tenderness, and a lot of money here. If we're going to look at this card as gambling, as gossiping, okay, and look at the risk taken here, what I'm picking up from this row down the center is that whomever this consultant person is and whatever this is representing, this is someone I think who can and will be trying to provide you some information and or some advice. Okay, perhaps you've been listening to a lot of other people. Maybe a lot of other people have thrown their opinions into the ring, and maybe you yourself have invited that. Why? Because you're trying to get a handle on what you should do in a particular situation. How much can you stand to risk? What happens if I do risk it? What happens if I lose? Nevertheless, I think that whether or not you accept this information from this consultant or not, I think that what the cards are trying to say is that if it is not that the information that they give you um, perhaps could perhaps save you or earn you a lot of money, okay, then there is, in one sense, some type of intrinsic wealth or value in the information that they're trying to give to you. And trust that whatever information they're giving you, it's really coming from a place of truth and authenticity. Now, it doesn't mean you have to take it, okay? We are all capable of making our own decisions. Nevertheless, if there's someone around you who is in a capacity or position to stand objectively outside of whatever their situation is and give you their purview or their experience, and can share that with you, then I would say by all means, please at least listen and know that you can trust that whatever they're telling you, it's not coming from a place of them trying to bamboozle you or rob you, or the talk is just not cheap. Let's put it that way. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm looking here, coming up on this future vertical column. We see that there's this impediment, and it looks as though it may be something that literally you're going to have to, hire a lawyer for. Again, this is reading like some type of legal issue. And this soldier can be someone who is just going to take no prisoners, who perhaps will defend himself and his wealth against whatever this gossip, this chatter is here. But it could also be a warning that that you really do need to be cautious. And that's really what I'm picking up. Whatever this situation is relating to, and it's like it's two stories. And again, I think that's something that was coming across in the reading the other day, that it's like two things are happening simultaneously, or that one thing led to another, and now they have become entwined with each other. Hold on one second. Hannah, is the door open? I think the kitty cat from outside came in. I think she's in the house. Yeah, I think so. And this impediment is rather strange. And the reason why I'm saying you should be careful is because what I'm looking at, no, thank you, is this angry woman. So this could either be a business partner that maybe you are wanting to bring a third person in. And this person is jealous and angry now. Maybe this is about the splitting up of things, a business or assets or property. This could even be about a separation or divorce coming. But this says that this person, this angry woman, could be a real thorn in your side. This is the whole overall energy. So the question becomes, well, why is the person angry? Are they angry due to loss, fear, jealousy, greed? It could even be a demotion in a position. It could be someone being offered a position where someone else thought that they were going to get it. Yeah. Um, because in one respect, this consultant and the tenderness, the female on the tenderness card, they read in one respect like one person, but it could also be two people, two separate people. Nevertheless, what I'm getting is that there's a lot of fingers in this pie. There's a lot of outside influences. I'm looking at the three people here. I'm looking at the two women here, the two men here. And then we have these single figures here. This could even be about a child custody issue. This could be about someone going through a divorce or separation, and now child custody has come up. And now there are people talking about the kind of mother that they were or the kind of lifestyle that they led. It could be a discussion over finances of trying to maintain the lifestyle in which you have, quote unquote, become accustomed to. This could also be about a male figure who, I don't want to say would stop at nothing, but who is someone who, again, is going to defend whatever it is he's going to defend. This guy's a mastermind, and he's shrewd, and he will not allow his emotions to dictate what he feels is the right thing to do. And whenever I see, well, let's pull. I'm going to pull. I've been working with the runes. This really looks like a legal issue, and so what I'm going to say is, most definitely there's going to be, I think, some kind of delay on receiving a message or getting a message, because there's something else going on in the background. I'm going to say that because I have the 6 diamonds, and that would correlate to the 7 of swords. So this really could be about gossip or slander, or it definitely has to do with some type of communications or thoughts, perceptions. And with this bird being caged here in this particular, it's as if I think the cards are saying to be very, very cautious moving forward. Don't speak ill of anyone without knowing all of the facts just yet, because I don't think all of the facts are in. I think if there is going to be some type of mediation, we have a visit, the lawyer, the chattering, the gossip here, that there most definitely probably will be some lies told. There could even be some funds being hidden. See that guy, he's standing at the table asking or trying to do whatever, but he's got this huge bag of money behind him. This could even be someone being caught stealing. We do know that the soldier card can also represent a relationship with law enforcement. And it could be that someone came to visit, someone that you may have been attracted to, or that you felt was the kind of partner that you were looking for, and they end up stealing from you something or another. We know that people can steal lots of things, not just our it's like whatever this gamble is, the gamble is taken, this risk is taken with good, this could even be about someone putting together a prenup or some type of contract to protect themselves against what looks like in the end could turn out to be a legal issue. I don't see any property here, but then, property is, I guess, what you make of it. Some people consider pets and animals to be property. In one respect, if we're gonna cows and horses, maybe yes, but you know, I consider my dog and to be pets, like part of the family. I don't own any cows, but if I did, I would probably consider them to be part of the family and not just property. Um, that's just me though. I'm going to pull 3 runes. Actually, before I do that, I want to pull 3 cards on this angry woman. Now, the 3 cards I would like to see to give me some kind of indication on really what's going on with this angry woman energy or person. The Magician, the Devil, and the Hierophant. And the reason why I'm choosing those 3 cards is it's going to kind of give me an idea of where this anger may be coming from. And I'll explain that to you if the cards come out, okay? Again, this is some legal issue. And it's like it will be held up. It will be stopped. And it definitely has to do something with probably some kind of negotiations. The Visit. That's the card that's... and the Consultant. Those 2 cards there. See, this indicates that there's a catch here to me. That's what I'm getting. Let's look at this angry woman. 5 of Swords. Arguments, delays. Eight of Coins. The indication that there's more work to be done, but it could also speak to the determination of this person. Okay. And then I have the Page of Wands. And we know that pages bring news and opportunities. Now they're both looking, both this angry woman and this page are looking towards the future. But because it's a Wands energy, it could represent the impulsive nature of the individual, quick-tempered. It can also indicate that the person still has the desire and the willpower to carry on with this. Arguments. Fights. Remember I kept saying in the other reading that it's like the battle. You won the war, but you lost the battle. Like there's more to come. And I would say that indeed this may be the case. I want to take a look. I am most perplexed by this Visit card. This is... because it's like these 3 energies don't fit with everything else. The Visit, the Consultant, and the Tenderness card right in the center. And that is our focus. You know, gambling represents game playing. Sometimes taking a chance on something. I have the Hermit here. The Page of Swords. So someone who has been perhaps a position at the top, someone who has been alone for quite some time. We have this Page of Swords coming in, so this is some type of news, some type of message or communication coming in. Perhaps this is about someone coming to see them. This consultant person, maybe they've been handling this alone by themselves for quite some time. And then I have the Queen of Wands here. So this could indeed be about some type of business deal, or partnership, something that you've been waiting for a very, very long time. You've been working on it. Perhaps singularly alone, the Hermit. You've been doing the research. And then finally you had an opportunity. The person came in that was supposed to help you do the deal, this consultant, but now everything's at a halt. And we saw that kind of playing out with itself the other day. I want to take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Soldier and what this is trying to tell us. Temperance. Again, it speaks to a time of kind of like a, not necessarily, it's a halt, but it is a halt while we try to figure out what's the next step to take, and to do so in a fair, balanced, and rational manner. The Ten of Swords. Well, the darkest before the dawn. This could be someone who's at the end of their rope. The Four of Cups. But it still speaks to the fact that there is nothing has changed within the situation. Now, here we have the Six of Wands. So there's some kind of victory coming here, but what this, so let's, this, you know, again, I'm still picking up the down the center, whomever this consultant person is, or whatever knowledge that they have, if they give it, it is going to be, in a sense, worth its weight in gold. Does that make any sense to you? We're going to pull 3. And I know somebody out there who reads the damn runes going to be telling me I got it all wrong, but I'm going to tell you, well, and they all came out reversed. And what I have is 30's Eyes reversed, Wunjo reversed, and Righto reversed. Well, now let me get my little book and tell you what this means. What page is that? Page 40. I'm not good at putting it all together yet. Remember I was saying that this person has advice for you? And maybe you decided not to take it. So listen, it says that 30's Eyes reversed is that either you or the individual you are, you will not heed the information and advice offered. In other words, you are set on this course of action and very full of yourself, unwilling to accept any advice which is not generated from your own brain and your experience. The consequences of blindly following your own path are even worse than they were if this rune had presented itself right side up. It presages a time when your luck has run out and you will need to muster much caution and act with circumspection regarding your situation at present. Any hasty decision is bound to cause regrets, since it is brought about through a weakness in yourself. You will deceive even yourself about your motives at this time, and continuing on in this fashion will only create new problems, ones far more severe than the ones acting upon your life at the present. It says that sometimes 30's Eyes reverse indicates that you feel threatened by an individual that you perceive as weaker or subordinate to you in some sense. Perhaps that's what this is speaking about. Let's go to Wunjo. Wunjo is the rune of partnership. And that's on, hold on. It represents joy and happiness, but we're looking at it reversed. It says things are slow in coming to fruition, and you may be undergoing a difficult or crisis time at present with much attendant misery and unhappiness. Now, it says if it's paired with Righto, and we have it here, it can show an unsafe or unsuccessful journey, or breakdowns or delays are likely. Remember I was saying it's something here. If this is relating to employment, it can indicate dissatisfaction either with the job itself. Remember I said it could be a demotion, or with your performance in it. If this is about a relationship in the romantic sense, it shows a disappointment or a delay of some type in a relationship at present. And the intensity of it can be derived from the surrounding runes. So we already know that perhaps someone has come in and given you their advice, or they've said something to you and they have really meant it in a manner that was authentic and true, and there really was some abundance in what they but you know, you chose to. Here we have the chattering. Well, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm not gonna ignore, I'm not even gonna pay attention to what they say. I'm gonna go ahead and do it the way I said, that bird being locked up there. It says that in all questions relating to business, travel, or love, it shows a need for caution and perhaps even putting off an important decision until a more auspicious time. This rune can also indicate trouble caused by a third party in the form of frictions and delays. Be especially on the lookout at this time for any possible double dealing on the part of associates or opponents. That's exactly what I was saying. Now here we have Righto. And we know that we have this Uranus and this Mercury transit going on. So I would think that this would be sudden developments, but you need to be cautious in moving forward. Now, it says no matter what the area, Righto takes on a bad tone when it's reversed. It can indicate a journey which you must undertake, even though it may come at an unexpected time or for an unexpected reason. Remember I was saying, you know, we've got this Uranus transit and we've got this Mercury transit going on. So it says often it can show a visit to a sick friend or relation, but occasionally it will show other people coming to visit you at a bad time. This rune can indicate problems in transit, such as delays and breakdowns, or perhaps even an accident. You may wish to consider a postponement of your journey if possible. Righto can indicate an upsetting of your plans. At this time, you will probably come out on the bad end of any commercial transactions or negotiations you may be contemplating, and should pay close attention to your personal relationships now as well. Ruptures are more likely than reconciliations, and one should try extra hard to be patient and keep up a good sense of humor when dealing with friends or loved ones. And we do know that we have the holiday season coming about, and that can be indicative of a lot of stress for people, financial stress. You know, there will be travel coming up. I do feel that for some of you, there may be something that occurs around this time that really will present itself as a legal challenge for you. You really may have to go to court. So with that said, I do hope that this message helps you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that you are able to get through this these next few weeks. I will be coming perhaps back after the full moon, right before the Mercury retrograde, to give another reading using the tarot cards. So until next time, namaste.